Hey everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper. I'm glad you stopped by today. I just wanted to show you this card that I worked on and show you how I put it together. It's very simple, and all I did was stamp this image and then used our water painter brush, which is this right here, and it has water in it. And then use the stamp pads just to give it a little bit of color. I wanted it soft. So, and then I did a little embossing here. So I'm going to show you how all of this is done, and I'm going to put this aside. I went ahead and stamped the image so you wouldn't have to wait for me to do that. So the first thing that we're going to do is put our card together. And this is your normal, let's go ahead and take the inside out. This is your normal 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And so, and then the next thing that we're going to do, oh, and then this is pecan pie, and this measures, let's see, I've got the centimeters on here. This measures at 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then the color of this is going to be petal pink. This is pecan pie, and then this is flirty flamingo. All right, so let's go ahead and get this put together. Let me find my glue, and then we'll get started here. So I think I'm going to use, this is the raised side right here where I embossed, but I think I'm going to use the smoother side here. So we're going to put some glue on here, and as I've said before, you want to allow yourself enough glue where it gets into all the little places on here, all the little nooks and crannies. So we're just going to run it down through here, make sure it's in the corners good. Okay, and I think that's pretty good. So now we're just going to put this over here on our pecan pie and get it as straight around as you can. Even it out from side to side and from top to bottom. And then just make sure that it gets down good. So we're going to press it down real good. And then the next thing that we're going to do is put dimensionals on this, and then we'll put it on our card. All right, so I'm just going to, let's see, put a few more on here, because we want it to, we don't want it to sag. So we want to make sure that when we give somebody a card that we've put our time into it and we've done it correctly, and make sure that we have a card that's not going to fall apart or sag. So get these off here. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here on the card base. And let's see what it's looking like. Okay, that looks good. All right. So now we can put this aside, and then let's go ahead and get our stamped image out. Let me try to get these little dimensional pieces off and put them in the garbage. Okay, so next we're going to, let's see, we're going to get our petal pink out, and I'm going to smash it up so the ink will get on the top here. And then I'm going to get my little paint brush here. Just going to kind of run it around through here. And just kind of put it on the flower like this. Doesn't have to be anything special. Anybody could do this. I think that looks good. And we may come back here in just a minute and add a little bit more, but right now we're going to be good with that. I will leave the pad open. And now this is the Flirty Flamingo. Just going to kind of darken it up just a little bit down in here. Then we're just going to do the same over here. That way it has a little dimension to it. Because you know how flowers are, they have all different colors in them, and it can be light and dark. And so we're going to try to mimic that as good as we can. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of water in this and kind of get it a little bit lighter. Just kind of go over this right here. Just soften this up just a tad. I kind of like it with a white at the tips of it. But I think I'm just going to just put a little bit of the petal pink on here, just very lightly. This is so much fun, or I like it. And then I think we're about through with these colors here. So I think we can go ahead and close that up. And see how it made the flowers just look very soft looking? I like that. I like the soft. Of course, I like the bright too, but for this card and for the colors we're using, I wanted it to be soft. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get the soft seafoam. I'm just going to put that in there. And just go up the leaves. Not anything fancy or special about this. We're just trying to cover the leaves up. And then I'll probably go over just a few of them, just kind of dip that in there, maybe darken it up just a tad. Like I said, not anything special that I'm doing here. A little bit more green on that. All right, and that should be it. So we'll close this pad up. Just kind of wipe off the end of the tip here and close it back up. Okay, and so next we're going to get out the paper trimmer, and I'm just going to cut the edge slightly off. And so we're just going to kind of put it in here like this. And then, let's see, I think I want it to go more like that. Okay, and then we're just going to cut this off here. Okay. And then from here, we're going to put this on dimensionals. And let's see, here they are. And then this will just fit right along the edge of the card. So we're going to take the backings off here. Okay. And then we're going to turn around and just kind of put it on here just like this right here. Okay. We've got that part done. And now next we're going to use the Versamark. And I've got out a happy birthday stamp. And I'm just going to get this inked up real good with the Versamark. And then let me get my piece of paper here to put, or cardstock to put the sentiment on with. And when you're gonna, when you're heat and emboss like this, you want to take the little powder and just kind of put it on here, and that keeps anything from sticking to the powder when you put that on there. It gets the static and all of that. This is our embossing buddy here. So I'm just gonna stick it over to the side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put down the happy birthday. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. It seems a little dry, but get this out. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on this. Okay. We're just going to put the powder on here. Didn't mean to put that much on there. Okay. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to put the powder back in here. Okay, we'll put that over. I think I ended up using a clear color, and I don't think that's going to work, but we're going to try it and see. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so we're going to turn on the heater. Oops, I just knocked off some of it. All right, so since I did that, let's just go ahead and do it the correct way. I forgot and picked up the clear embossing, and we need the white embossing. So I'm going to go through that one more time. Sorry about that, guys. And like I said, we're just going to pat it off like that. And if you've never saw heat embossing, it is really awesome. You put all of this together, and then it heats up and just makes the prettiest cinnamon ever. All right, so let's get the correct color, which is white. Okay. Okay, that looks good there. And now when we put the heat on this, it's gonna, when it starts drying, it's, let me put this powder back in here. When it starts drying, it'll start getting real shiny. It's just really neat. I thought this was the coolest thing ever when I first did it. All right, so let's pick this back up. Okay. And you want to have it, your dryer on high when you're embossing. You can see it. Do you see it starting to turn white and shiny? Isn't that neat? Okay, I'm going to turn it because it's getting a little warm. Okay. And that's it. Isn't that awesome? Look how shiny that is. So pretty. Okay, so from here, we're just going to get our dimensionals back out. I'm going to put one right over here, and then we're just going to glue the rest of it down. Okay, take the backing off, and then we're just going to put this, I think right in here is pretty good. Let me make sure I've got it on the edge here. Yep. Whoop. Make it straight. Okay, I think that looks pretty good there. All right, so now let's do the inside. I'm just going to put a white piece of paper down. And then I think I'm going to stamp a butterfly on here, but I want to do it in a really soft color. So let's see what this will look like. If it doesn't look good, we can always get another piece of paper and try something different. So I'm just going to stamp it right here. Okay, oh, I think that looks pretty. It's got some kind of little speck on it. There we go. All right, we got that off. Okay, so now we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on here. And I'm not going to put anything inside since on the front we put happy birthday. It's got the little butterfly in here, and then you can just write your message. Got that straight? Yeah, that looks good. I'm pleased with that. All right, so that's the inside and the outside. I hope you like this card, and I'm so glad that you stopped by. If you have any questions or need any supplies, you can go to craftystamper.com, and that's my website to where you can order anything that you're in need of. And also, if you would follow my YouTube channel, we'll be having that up here shortly. And it's, let's see, it's at Crafty Stamper 007. And make sure you put the @ sign in front, at Crafty Stamper 007. And you can find me there on YouTube. And of course, my Facebook is Crafty Stamper. So I sure do appreciate you stopping by. And I thank you for hanging out with me. I would love to earn your business. And I hope you have a good day, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Bye.